Hey chat, how we doing today? God, this past probably almost 8 months fucking sucked. Okay. Alright, so I'm just gonna quickly... Yes, thank you for reminding me that I am supposed to be streaming. So, just quickly turn this down. Alright, I have... This is basically a calibration stream. I've changed just about everything from my operating system to the way that my commands work to... I think the only thing that hasn't changed is the music setup, and that's about it. Also, as you guys can probably tell from the stream title, we're doing something a little bit different from Blender stuff today. So, I have in my possession a quite frankly jank setup. I have an Elgato connected to an HDMI upscaler, which is also connected into an original PSX. I think it's an SCPH maybe? SCPH 9002. A really old console. And I also have a disc copy of Spyro Year of the Dragon. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with Cyclonic lore, or at least it's been a while since you've seen this specific story, I have had some issues with this console and this disc as well in the past. I don't know if this thing will even run. I have my PS2 on backup in case I need to use it instead. All I know is this thing does boot into BIOS, and that's about it. So, just quickly plug this in. Hopefully it's not damaged or anything like that, because the last time I had this thing out, I quite literally threw it into a closet, although... To be fair, I think this thing is going to be a lot tankier than that to take damage from being thrown inside of a closet. Alright, so I'll just quickly... Thank you for Spotify for that. Now, I am probably going to have to tweak the audios on this because I have not tested this beforehand. Alright, let's see what we've got here. And I just need to remember to mute that as well. Alright, just let me know if the audio is too loud or too quiet. Because I genuinely can't tell, and I also have to have this active in order to be able to hear what's going on. Alright, also hopefully I set this up properly, because I kind of jerry-rigged StreamerBot at like the last 20 minutes of this, so I'm not sure if this is working or not. Is it just me, or did the music start a lot earlier than I expected it to? Oh well. Memory card is actually in fact inserted, so I wonder if this thing is faulty. Excuse me for a second, chat. Yes, there is a memory card inserted, you're just being a bit weird about it. Alright, let's try that again. If the memory card doesn't take, I'm going to... Oh. Okay, it's not reading the memory card, which is already a great start. Okay. Oh, that's that's not a good sign. This stream has already gone off to a great start. Okay, here we go. I guess the positioning of this does matter. So we already know this thing is bugged to high hell. I'm gonna go over save 3, I think. Actually, come to think of it, I think this is the save I was using when that incident first happened. Well, this is gonna be interesting. I don't know if the same thing that happened last time is going to happen this time. If it does, this is going to make for a really interesting stream. If it doesn't, well, I mean, I get to show you guys some fun little tricks at least. I happen to know a thing or two about glitches in this game. Well, I mean, just about everyone does in this specific community, but... You know, I know a few more things, actually. For instance... There is a glitch. This is much later on in the game. I don't think we're going to get that far in this run. But there's a glitch in Crystal Islands, which as far as I know can only occur on the PlayStation 3 edition of this game. And because I'm playing on PS1, I don't think I'd be able to attempt it. But hey, you never know. It might work. It might just be because I tested that specific glitch playing the original game on the PS2 instead of the PS1. But who knows. And I will be doing a 100... Well, at least as close to a 100% run as I can do. Honestly, for something that's been put through several different, what I'd essentially call nodes, the sync on this game is actually pretty good. Like, the audio and the video are synced properly, minimal input delay, which I am genuinely surprised. I'm pretty sure this HDMI converter is several years old at this point. I think when I picked this up was at my job, and the last time I was there was probably in like 2020, so... Okay. Alright, nothing weird yet, although I did hear what I presume to be the disc tray clicking, so I don't know if that's a sign that this thing is going to bug out at some point. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I do not know. Alright, got the sorceress. She's going to be a pest, but that's whatever. Yep, I am the one. And, like, I know it feels bad me skipping through all these cutscenes, but I have quite literally been playing this game for 20 odd years now. I can basically recreate the game from scratch if I really wanted to. Well, at least terms of spoken lines. Coding, not so much. Okay, there was like a specific thumbnail I wanted to use on YouTube side, but I realized that the way that I had rendered it, it's a photo of my Minecraft character walking through this specific tunnel of trees here. I realized that the file format was just, like, the size for it is just too large. For whatever reason, YouTube has, like, I think it's like a megabyte limit on thumbnail sizes. Like, it's so strange. Like, you try to put up anything larger and it just goes, nope, you're not allowed to stream. That's why when you look at the thumbnail on YouTube for, like, my other streams, it just looks strange because I needed to lower the quality of it. Alright. Is it just me or is that taking slightly longer than usual? I could be imagining that. I was playing a PS3 emulation of this game, but more specifically, I was playing the Kaizo ROM hack. It's called... Oh, go away, Zoe. No, I prefer passive, thanks. Or at least passive in this version of the game. If I play the PS3 version, then I will absolutely use active. I don't know what the difference is, it just feels better that way. Alright, what was I saying? Hate when I lose my train of thought like that, just because Zoe decided to interrupt me. Oh, right, the thumbnails. So, yeah, that's why the thumbnail quality seems a little weird on YouTube side. It's not my fault, they literally just, like, only allow a megabyte's worth of image quality for some reason. Okay... Well, the fact that the music is playing just fine gives me hope that we're not going to encounter too weird stuff here. I mean, like, imagine if Zoe just came in and said, hey, you're playing an illegal copy of the game, despite quite literally using a physical copy of the game on the original console itself. Like, that would be a little bit concerning at that point. Yeah, we already know about the Sparks levels. And I can't really do anything about that until later on the game. Oh, some interesting things about Sunrise Spring specifically. So, in the Forgotten Realms Kaizo, there's specific glitches you can perform, and, like, the one that everyone knows is the swim and air glitch. You can use the flying power up inside the cave to fly over to a tree and then jump out of bounds, and then you can use that to swim in the air. But apparently there's a thing where, like, if you are swimming in air and you position it just right, you can launch yourself out of the river at a stupidly high speed for whatever reason. I couldn't tell you how that happened. But that was one of the mechanics required to get to one of the eggs. I'm just like, huh? How do you even find this? Yep. Oh, the amount of times I have done that charge jump across the gap and ran into Hunter and fell is absolutely egregious. Almost forgot you had the egg. Yep, we already know about that. Yeah, it seems a little bit strange because I'm hearing the disk drive move whenever the egg starts hatching, so I don't know if that's foreshadowing or not. But yeah, if you like mash the X button, it's not going to work this time because the egg's in the way. But apparently, on Twitch, the video download was cancelled. Please try again. Error 1000. What would that be caused by? Oh wait, I think I know actually. Just give me a moment, chat. I know exactly what's caused this actually. It's because Twitch is using the wrong settings. Why is it doing that? Output settings, drop threshold. Not shared. Okay, I think I know what's causing this. I'm gonna have to pause stream temporarily just to fix this issue, so I'll be right back.